All right, guys, top of the morning. Happy May 2nd, 8:35 in the morning. I'm coming to you feeling really, really good, excited, stoked. Got a lot of things going on here in the office today. We're going to be doing some training. So if you have the ability to come into the office, would love to see it, love to have you in the moment in this office. And so I'm actually going to go over to Cecilia. Cecilia, you are going to be the smiling, shiny voice of our session this morning. You are going to bring the group out on the field today and share one thing that you are beyond grateful for in your life right now. So let's turn the mic over to you. Cecilia, let's go.
Okay. I'm reading this book right now. I was prepared for this. It's called Let Them by Mel Robbins. She has an awesome podcast. And it just talks about the fear we have of other people's opinions and that your power is in controlling your response, not them. Let them do whatever they want to do, but it's our response, that it's time to reclaim our energy and our time for what matters most. And it's just a really good book. You can open it anywhere and get some positive, some uplifting, some reinforcement. So, I mean, you could read it from the front to back, but I like to just open it and say, like, what do you have for me today?
I love it. I love it. So good recommendation. Let them. Awesome. And what's one thing that you're super grateful for now in your life? Unless I missed that. Sorry.
I'm grateful. I got a good doctor's response this week. That was a little scary. And so I'm just grateful that everything's okay and I can move on with my life.
That's right. That's right. Well, listen, I'm happy for you. We don't need to go into the details. Just know that she got some really, really good news, and it could have been really, really bad news. And so shout out to Cece. I'm really glad that you got some really positive information. I want to share a couple things with you guys before we get rolling, before I turn it over to you, before we talk about action. And also, I want you guys to be in this moment. I have some prompts. We're going to do some work today, all in relation to Action Friday. But I saw this quote yesterday, and it really, really resonated with me, and it states here that opportunity dances with those already on the dance floor. Let me say that one more time for the people on the back of the screen. Opportunity dances with those already on the dance floor. Now, I already have my interpretation, but I would love to hear your interpretation for that from that powerful, powerful quote. Ophelia, you danced when I talked about that, so I want to hear your interpretation of that quote. We're probably in alignment with this, but let me say it one more time. Opportunity dances with those already on the dance floor. Let's roll, Ophelia.
Good morning. I think how that resonates, how that hits is like, y'all, when you have a passion for music, when you have a passion for the rhythm, the beat of any type of music, you're always ready to move. I mean, he just mentioned music and I already hear it here. So opportunity is that way. You got to always say, I am made for opportunity. I've been an agent for, I don't know how many years, regardless if you're 1 year or 20 years, being in these rooms and being surrounded, you're already that one more step higher than the public. So you are already made for opportunity. So when you're on the dance floor, just grooving along and listening to music, I mean, it glides, it goes. So
yeah, I absolutely love that interpretation. Ashley, I'd love to hear from you, because I look at it this way. Opportunity dances with those already on the dance floor. You're not going to wait to get into action to start having great things come to you. When you're in action, when you're in motion, when you're out there doing the work, imperfect, but consistently, all of a sudden things start to open up for you, right? You're already in motion, right? We can't wait for something to happen in order for us to take action. We have to be in action, be in motion, and all kinds of things start to develop around us. So Ashley, while your interpretation on that, let's roll.
It just makes me see that there's two different mindsets. You're either at home, upset, frustrated that things aren't working out, but you're doing that in your own space and not actually out there because you're scared and you're fearful, or you're pushing through that fear and getting out on the dance floor anyways. You're putting yourself around people, you're doing the activities, you're doing the videos scared, and when you're out there intermingling with the world, that's when opportunity is going to hit you. Whether you are scared, whether you're doing it wrong, whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as you're out there, something's going to hit versus you being at home scared and nothing happening.
I talked to an agent yesterday that's struggling, and she said, well, I just don't like to leave my house. I said, then don't be a realtor. Don't be a realtor if you just want to be a homebody. Now, listen, I am a homebody. I like to be at home. I don't want to go out. I don't drink, all those things, but I got to go outside. I got to be with you guys. I got to go to events. And so I told her, I said, you got to get involved and get the heck out of the house, or do not be in this business. Just be on the phones in a call center somewhere. So good stuff, Ashley. Good stuff, Ophelia. I wanted to read this to you guys because I thought this was super, super powerful. And we're going to do a moment of reflection. Are you guys okay with that? Because if you're not, we're probably just going to do it anyways. But I always like to be respectful and see where you guys are at in this moment. But let's roll, because I got some thoughts for you guys, and I'm going to read this. I did not have the ability to put it on the screen, but I just want you to hang on to these words for a second. So let me just pause before I get rolling. It states here, after a certain age, you are no longer the product of your environment or how you were raised. It's a personal choice to live the way you do. At some point, blaming your past becomes a distraction from your future. Healing is your responsibility and no one else's. Growth is your decision and nobody else's. It's a personal choice to live the way that you do. You either take ownership of your life or become prisoner to your excuses. Let me read that one more time. It's your personal choice to live the way you do. You either take ownership of your life or become a prisoner to excuses. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. It's on you to become the person you were never shown how to be. I'm gonna let that land for a second, you guys. Right, Ophelia? Right, Jamie? Really, really powerful. I just wanted to share that with you. Anybody have any thoughts, contribution on that quote? I'll just leave it for you guys for a second, because I think that that lands very, very deep for me. I could sit there and make all these excuses about my childhood, about my upbringing, not having money, living on the streets, all those things, but I don't. I take ownership of my life, the good, bad, and the ugly. Anybody have anything they want to share on that vein? Let's go, Steph.
Hi guys, morning. Totally agree. This hit home for me because I grew up with my dad, my brothers, my dad. And I am proud to say that I am an amazing mother and wife, period.
Yeah.
Even though I grew up and I didn't have that example, I'm that. I became that, right? And I love that. So this hits home because your environment and how you grew up, that's one thing. But you make the choices in life to become what you want to be, period. So I love this, Elias. This is at home for me.
Well, no, it's definitely, I can hear it in your voice. I can hear the crackle in your voice, the emotions that are activated because of this, because you truly, truly believe, like, all right, yeah, I didn't have the best role models, but look at who I am as a mother, right? My father is still not around. My father is drunk somewhere in a park, right? I could have gone down that path, but I choose to be an amazing father and a loyal husband. So Steph, I really appreciate that. Otis, I thought you'd throw your hand up, big dog. Let's go to you. Let's go, Patrick. Then Ashley, you'll be the last contribution on this topic, and then we're going to move forward. Oh, dog, what do we got for them?
I'm glad Steph kicked it off. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like just like you, Elias, I come from, two sides. Both sides of my family were completely, drug addicts. My black side were all cracked out, coked out, and my Latin side was all on the H, on the brown, on the down. And being gang related and being forced into a lot of shit that I didn't want to do in my life. Like people still don't really know too much of that part. A lot of people just know about me losing my brother and stuff like that, but a lot of stuff that don't go upon it. We were sheltered for a long time playing sports, and sports was my avenue, until it wasn't, anymore, and then like drifting off and stuff. And there's so many things that I could be dead, I could be in jail for life. There's so many things. So now thinking about myself in this new chapter in my life, and finishing my first cycle now, and just in real estate, and just how much it's changed my life. Like I can sit here every day and tell you guys about how fucked up my life is. And if I shared more with you guys would even be like, wow, I don't even know how you stay focused to do that. And one of the biggest things that I get from this is, Jacob's always telling me, man, why you do this? Why you do that? I look at Jacob as me before the hurt of the world really start fucking me up. Losing my brother, seeing my uncle get back hooked on drugs after being clean, being like a real father to me. Not that my dad wasn't a father, but he could have been around a lot more. But yeah, man, just seeing where I'm at now, like I don't make excuses. Like, it's funny. I hear you when you're saying people make excuses, and then when I see people, even here or in the business or just in life, make excuses, I'll be like, man, you have no fucking idea what I go through every day just to be here. Like, so this does hit very, very hard. And it's like, at the end of the day, you just got to be a grown man and a grown woman, because like you said, ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody gonna get out here and knock on these fucking doors, make these calls, or do that. So when you say to somebody, oh, you're killing it or you're doing that, they're killing it or doing it for a reason, because maybe they don't have no choice to, or maybe it's just because this is where they're at and this is where they want to be and they don't want to be anywhere else. So this one hits very hard. I'm glad I got it through without being emotional, but this hits very hard. So, you know, fuck all excuses, fuck all the noise. If you're making an excuse, you're making an excuse because you just don't want to do something. People that do shit, they get up and do it, period.
Well, Otis, I appreciate your sentiment. And it goes back to the line, you either take ownership of your life or become a prisoner to excuses. That's an active choice. Active choice. Quitting, inconsistency is an active choice, and that's also a habit. But so is winning. Winning is a habit. Otis, I appreciate your contribution. Let's go, Patrick. Patrick, good to see you. And then we'll end this section with Ashley. Let's go, Patrick. You just got your haircut. Looking good, big dude.
So, you know, I got that freshie. But hey, thank you for sharing that, Otis. For me, how I take this this phrase is, you know, we all have trials and tribulations and pains that we go through, right? But I also believe that there's a lesson in everything, you know? So for me, we can either blame our past and all those tribulations because and you know, put that into why we're not making it, or we can learn from it and use that to be successful. You know, it's all about mind shift, paradigm shift, right? So I just wanted to share that.
Well, I appreciate you, big dog. Great to see you this week. I didn't know how much the Filipino community enjoyed hot dogs and everything. I learned a lot about you the other day, big dog, in the spaghetti and then sweet ketchup. I didn't know about banana ketchup. I didn't know about that. Yeah, look at Ophelia. It's a thing.
You gotta get the Filipino game on, E. Come on, man.
I didn't know.
What, a banana ketchup? Like
banana. So you mush up bananas, right? A little bit of sugar. You add your ketchup and then whatever you put that on. I don't know. But
interesting. Gotta try it.
Yeah. All right, Ashley.
I will not be trying that. I will not be trying that.
Hey, listen, don't knock it, because they said Jollibee, their sweet spaghetti with chopped up hot dogs is fire, which I feel is a cardinal sin as an Italian man, but I would try it. I'm not going to knock it until I try it. Let's go, Ashley.
Okay, maybe one day. All right, just another vantage point on this. I see this quote and I think about a lot of things about myself, but I also think about what I have allowed in relationships, friendships, family relationships over the years. And it's not just ourselves, but we want to make sure we are not excusing behavior of other people in our lives based on their past and what they've gone through and allowing them to be toxic because of all of those things. I looked it up and there's a quote that says, compassion without boundaries is not kindness, it is self-neglect. So not only should we hold ourselves accountable to that thought, but we should also make sure we're holding our relationships accountable to that and not excusing bad behavior based off of what they've gone through.
Wow, really, really powerful insights. I appreciate it as always. So thank you all for contributing. I saw that and I could not miss the opportunity to share that with you guys. And so I'll probably create some type of video around it because it really landed for me. And my sister is still in this phase. My sister is 18 months older than me. She's always still blaming my mom. And it's just like my mom, went through her demons and she struggled quite a bit as we grew up. But my mom now is a really good mom and she's a great grandmother. So like, that's what I'm basing off of. I can sit here and hold resentment and blame my mom and all the reasons why I wasn't able to do what I needed to do in life, or I could just accept my mom, love her, and just accept her for who she is right now. And so, you guys, I want to share something with you as we shift gears. Let's talk about action. I'm going to share this with you guys. And listen, this is not a brag. This is not to be to impress anybody, but it's to impress upon you that the things that I ask you guys to do, I will do myself to encourage you guys to leverage. And what I mean by that is that we've talked about this OPA before. OPA stands for other people's audiences. And this is your ability, like Ophelia did with the recent laundry company, right? The bag of laundry on the porch. They come and get it. They bring her back all of her folded laundry, all nice, crisp, and give her back her time as a mother, right? Good stuff. And so that's leveraging other people's audience because she created that video. Now that video goes on their Instagram and their social, and guess what? Their audience gets to see Ophelia. And if they come to Ophelia's page, then they stay, meaning give her a follow. Now she's organically grown her following base. So, makes sense? You guys with me so far? Ophelia's frozen. I got to take this picture because I have to post this. Okay, perfect. She has no idea what's going on. Is she frozen for you, Ashley? Okay, everyone take a picture of Ophelia right now. We're going to post that on social a little bit later. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know what's going on. So anyways, I go to this place and it's called Vallarta Market. Has anybody ever been to a Vallarta? Please raise your hand if you've been to a Vallarta Market, supermarket. No, Patrick? You shake your head no? Stephanie? Gary Archer has? Okay. Listen, there's one out in Modesto. That's where my mother-in-law lives. I have coaching clients out there. That's where my son was born. The girls were born. So while I was out there yesterday, I stopped by because we absolutely love this place. But what I want to share with you guys is this here. This Vallarta Supermarkets has 162,000 followers. And I went and shot a video about my experience there. And they put me on their wall. Okay, this video has already been shared over 100 times. It's been seen by almost 8,000 people, and now it lives on their wall, and I picked up 8 new followers just from this video. Why am I sharing this with you? This video took me all of maybe 7 minutes to shoot, and I got my juice, and then it took me about 30 minutes to chop and do the voiceover. But now that video is taking off. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys, it's just like any other thing. When you're going in, you're having that sandwich, you're going in, having that experience. You went to that tattoo place, you went to have that scone and that latte that is fire. You went and had that Vietnamese coffee and you had their snacks, whatever it is. Like you guys are commentators. You are digital mayors. You have the ability to go talk, and it doesn't have to be about real estate. That video was nothing about real estate. But now when they come to my page and give me a follow, they're like, oh, I see what this guy's doing. Cool, I want to give him a follow. Now I have gained followers. I have built my following base organically, and I have leveraged other people's audiences. You guys, I did that video yesterday, took me a few minutes, and now that video is doing very, very well. So I want to encourage you guys, as you're thinking about Action Friday, what's one place that you've gone to and you've walked in it and you're like, yeah, this is a vibe. This is cool. The food was great. The service was incredible. Everyone was friendly. Look at their display case. Look at all the sweets. Look at their cheesecake, whatever it is. Fucking shoot the video. Shoot the video, do a voiceover, and then tag them. And if it's good enough, they'll tag that. And the Vallarta family, they have locations all throughout California, independently owned. And you know who else chimed in on that video? Is one of the very first Mexican-owned McDonald franchises in the state, right? How cool is that, right? And so I tell you this out of true passion to see you guys grow, get outside of your head, start thinking about things that you could do within your community. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Your real estate stuff, if that's all you're posting, is boring. You're not boring though, okay? But if all you're posting is real estate shit, that is boring. It's gonna become white noise to people. So shake it up, spice it up. Patrick, since you told me all the things about Jolly, is it Jolly Cup? Jolly Pup, what's it called? Jollibee? Jollibee. Since you told me everything about Jollibee the other day, all I've been thinking about is fried chicken. Okay, Jollibee. I've never had it, and certainly I've never had hot dogs in my spaghetti. But go and shoot that video, and I promise you, that video would take off. Any thoughts on that? Any ideas that you guys have of videos that you're about to drop, about to create? Ophelia, you're about to blow up on social media because we all took some great pictures of you. Are you good?
Just getting a bunch. I was like, no, he didn't. You jerk. No, he didn't. Tell everybody.
It's them.
Oh, you are such an influence, man.
Maybe I gave him the prompt. Maybe I gave him the prompt. But is there an idea sparked right now, a restaurant, a local place that you feel like you're going to go out and go shoot some cool content? Let's go, D Bledsoe. What do you got for them?
No, that just gave me another good idea. I've been getting 30-year-old, is it that? No, like 25-year-old tattoos covered up lately and revamped. And this guy is doing really good work in Berkeley. So I should have been shooting content this whole time. I just took photos of before and after. But the next time I go back to him for another session, I'm for sure shooting another video.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And I think that that is a really, really cool video. Right now on our team, Brittany is having her team or her tattoos laser removed, and it takes tons and tons and tons and tons of her going in like over and over and over again. I didn't know that. She's like, I've already had 15 sessions and it's only been this small part of her arm. So that's a cool video. But
yeah, I'd rather get them covered up.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's go, Blessing. Blessing, I want to say thank you. You made me smile yesterday. Blessing came up. We were at an event, and she said, my friend, your joy is showing. And I thought about that, and I put it in my video this morning. I was like, it's pretty cool. Like, I'm just stoked right now. Obviously, I still got mountains to climb. I'm nowhere near the peak. I'm nowhere near the pinnacle. But I just, I'm happy, and I'm glad that you saw that, Blessing, and I really appreciate that you sharing that yesterday. Blessing, let's hear from you, then we'll go to Gary Archer, and then we'll shift gears. I got some stuff prepared for you guys.
It definitely, I mean, your joy is infectious, your energy is infectious, so it's good to, I just wanted to acknowledge you in that moment. I have been scrolling on Instagram, and I don't know where or what, I don't know where this promo came up, but I filled out the form. But today I have a free consultation at Stretch Lab in Clayton. And it's basically assisted stretching, like physical therapy, but not if you're injured, just if you're old and tired and stressed out. So I'm going to kind of film that experience. I saw George do body sculpting, and I tried different things like that all the time. I'm going to film that video today and let you guys know the experience. It was the Petaluma one that got me, and I'm not driving to Petaluma 30 minutes. It's just locations in Clayton and Stockton. So we're going to see how that goes. Okay.
Love it, Blessing. It was great to see you, and love to see how much you showed up for the school. You were under the gun. You were on coaching calls. You were on intensity at 6 a.m., sewing, doing your thing. So it's really cool to see, like, no matter what, how much you showed up for them, because it was really about their experience, and it was really, really heartwarming to see, Blessing. So your hard work and your effort and dedication to the kids, it didn't go unnoticed from me, and I'm sure tons and tons of other people.
The best moment last night. So show opened last night. I still have a couple of pieces to make, but we have one girl. She's a 7th grader, most awkward 7th grader. She put on her costume, did her number, and ran out, and then came back and was like, Miss Blessing, thank you so much for my costume. It's so pretty. And I just started bawling because little Ruby is the quietest, you never hear her say anything. So it was, it was.
Man, I absolutely love this. It's kind of going in and out, but I think we're clear and got the messaging. Gary Archer, let's hear from you, big dog. What do you got for them?
One, that was an amazing testimony right there, for sure.
Right.
I wanted to touch on what you were saying about the joy thing, right? It was crazy. Me and Mr. Fab been talking the last couple of weeks about happiness and joy, right? And we've been debating people left and right, and people are saying, happy, and me and Fab's trying to say happiness is a result of something. So if you're waiting on happiness, you need things to keep happening. Joy comes out of you, and that's what sets the stage for happiness, the joy. So there's nothing anyone could do to stop the joy, and then the happiness comes from that, right? So like, as you said, that just reminded me, like I said, happiness is a result of something. Don't get caught waiting for happiness, waiting for something to happen, and control the moment. Be the thermostat, not the thermometer.
Man, I always love when you say that. Appreciate your contribution. Let's do this, you guys. I want to go into an action piece right now together as a group. Now, I'm going to share my screen here in a second, and I'm going to let you guys pick what you guys want to do, but you are definitely going to need to be in your ChatGPT today. And I'm going to go through a couple things right now with you guys. So what I want to do is I want to get you guys in ChatGPT. I want you guys to be able to use it, reflect on it, and use it as an assistant, as a tool, as a guide. It's something that I use almost every single day. I feel like I'm wiser because of it. I feel that it gives me shortcuts. It helps me put my thoughts into perspective. It helps me reshape some of my writing. And so I'm just a huge proponent of ChatGPT. So let's do this. I'm going to pull up a couple prompts right now. I got them all prepared. We're ready to go. And I'm going to start from the bottom part of the list, but I'll also put these into the chat. That way you guys have them. But let's go through a few of these. Here's the prompt. Based on what high performers or successful people wish they had learned earlier in life, create a custom list of 10 critical skills, ideas, or mental models I've likely been blind to. Then explain why each one matters in ways I've probably underestimated. Okay, I think that is a really, really powerful prompt. Let's go to two more. Collapse a year of wisdom into an hour. Prompt. You are my personal mentor. Compress the most important lessons from psychology, philosophy, and real world experience into one power-packed learning session. No fluff, just the raw ideas that shift how I see myself and the world. All right, stay with me, you guys. Let's go one more. And let's go here. Decode how people become unstoppable. I want to understand how people break past their limits. Walk me through the psychology, belief, systems, and behaviors of someone who consistently levels up, even when things get hard, boring, or overwhelming. Make it practical and uncomfortable if needed. I'm going to pause for a second. I want you guys to put in the chat down below which one you guys want to do for a prompt exercise today. Is it 1, is it 2, or is it 3? Is it 1, is it 2, or is it 3? I personally like 3 the best, but I want to hear from you guys. And go ahead, don't be shy. Put your number in the chat down below, please. 3, okay, cool. 1, all right, cool. 2, 3. All right, so let's do this. You guys, we have 38 people here. I have only a couple responses. So 3. So keep them coming, you guys. 3, okay, cool. Let's get a couple more in the chat. And if you're not getting involved in the conversation, please get involved in the conversation. Your contributions are important. Okay, cool. 2, 3, okay, cool. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put these into the chat down below. All right, cool. So let's do this. So I got 1 here. It was 2. All right, cool. Here's the prompt. I'm going to put these in the chat down below. I'm going to copy this one. Boom, here. Take this. This was number 2. Okay, boom. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do number 3, and I'll put that down below as well. Hang tight, bear with me. All right, cool. And this one is all about decoding how people become unstoppable. Copy here, boom, bam, we are in. All right, cool. All right, so what I want you guys to do is I want you to copy and paste those prompts, and I want you to put it into your ChatGPT. Now, I want you to spend a moment really looking at this, and we're going to come back. Let's come back in 10 minutes. You guys are going to go in your groups right now. I'll break you into your groups. You guys do your prompts, have a small conversation about what it was, what you found, some of the results, because I think this is going to be a powerful exercise. So before we go into the rooms, does anybody have any questions for me? Does everybody see the prompts in the chat down below? Everybody good? Can I get some reactions, thumbs up? fuck you, all this stuff, anything.
Can you redo the prompt for 3 about how to be unstoppable?
Redo it. I just put it there.
For some reason, I don't see it. I was going to see if you can just paste it again.
Okay, cool. What about now, Blessing? Blessing.
Yep. I see it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, your audio is really, really bad today. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you guys into some breakout rooms. Listen, everybody has a voice. Everybody has a contribution. We're going to go in these rooms for 10 minutes, and then we're going to come back here right at 9:15. So I'm going to put you guys in your groups right now. I'm going to assign quite a few groups. Create. Cool, there should be an average of 5 people in every group, but Otis just came back in, so let me just redo this. Recreate the rooms, 6 rooms, recreate. All right, cool. Open all rooms. Going once, twice. See you in 10 minutes. Luis, what's up, buddy? I thought that was you. I thought I saw you.
Elias? I'm right next door.
Okay, cool. I thought I heard your voice, man. And the bass was felt through the walls.
For sure. Happy to be here.
All right, big dog. All right, so actually, yes, keep yourself off of mute. I want to actually have you kick us off, Luis. Luis, tell me a little bit. First off, which prompt did you choose?
We did the third one.
The third one. Okay, cool. So tell me a little bit about some of the stuff from chat and what it developed for you.
So for the first one, it pretty much it said, here's a deliberate decision backed by brutal honesty, emotional discipline, and relentless execution. That's breaking past your limits. It isn't a mystical gift. And it's one of the first examples it gave was brutal self-responsibility, the no victim mindset. They don't waste time blaming others. The circumstances or timing, everything is their responsibility. Results, your mindset, your energy, and your outcomes. And it gives like a practical example. Instead of saying, I didn't get a deal because the market is slow, they ask themselves, well, what skill am I missing? Or where did I play it small?
Wow, man, I love this. So brutal self-responsibility. You've heard me say this in different ways, ruthless personal accountability. So Luis, how did this land to you, for you? Talk to me about your interpretation of it. And I thought that's dope, bro.
I'll be honest. I have been playing the victim mindset for a while because I consider myself still new because I still haven't gotten my first 3 deals. But honestly, it's my responsibility. It's my mindset. I have to be able to push through and just put the effort, just put my head down. Can't blame anyone.
Yeah.
It's not the team. It's not the market. It's me. So I
That's
just
right, brother.
gotta push past that.
Listen, man, that is growth. That is growth. And remember the message at the beginning of the year, the moment that I can own it and say it's my responsibility. How am I developing my skills? How am I working my CRM? You and I have coached on this. And so, Luis, I appreciate your contribution. Thanks for sharing. Who else from another group wants to share, contribute, talk to us about your insights and takeaways from this exercise? Feel free to get involved. If not, I'm just going to call on somebody. Who's going to go next? Going once, remember where you are. This is Keep It Moving Group Coaching, where we lean into the power of the collective wisdom. I should not be waiting for someone to throw their hand up. Going once, going twice. All right, Ophelia, what do you got for them? All right, Patrick, what do you got for them?
I couldn't do the prompt, but I was driving. But I like what Stephanie brought up. It says you're not tired, you're just unchallenged. Basically how it took that is that you're not, if you're demotivated, you got to do something. You don't, most people seek motivation to do something, but action begets motivation. You know what I mean? And so that's how I took that prompt, and I loved it.
Okay, love it, love it. And I'll make sure that everyone has this. Make sure, Patrick, if I can just text it to you as well. I have a whole list. Ophelia, what do you got for them?
Okay, so we most of them were driving, so I just read out number 2, and the first one was psychology, master the mind, or be puppet. And I read the bullet point one, and the one that really hit home is you become what you repeatedly do, not what you occasionally intend. And that one hits home because I have hella intentions and no execution, no action. It just lives in la la land. So you become what you repeatedly do. And so it was a good one for us.
Good. Well, I love it. I appreciate that. Ashley, and then I'll come over to Joanne. Ashley, what do you got for them?
I like the first one. These prompts are fire, by the way. I was reading through them. I'm like, oh my gosh, these are all so good, but it's a little long. So the belief system I really liked. They own the process, not the outcome. Most people attach identity to results. If they fail, it means something about who they are. High performers see results as feedback, not judgment. They detach identity from outcomes. I didn't fail, I learned, and then they go again.
All right. And so
that was
talk,
awesome.
talk to me about your interpretation. I want to hear your vantage point of it.
That's just so true. That's so true for me. And I see it a lot of people when they fail, they like internalize it like, I suck, I'm bad, I'm whatever. And I never do that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a learning experience. That didn't work. Let me tweak it. And then I'm going to make it better by this. But if you identify it, you'll freeze and you'll just never do anything. If you learn from it and you detach it and just look at it as information, you're just going to keep leveling up because now you keep collecting information. You never freeze. You can keep moving forward.
Ah, God, I absolutely love this. So you guys, I'm going to hook you up right now. Let me do this. Let me share my screen. Let me just test this really quick and make sure it works before I have you guys access it. And yeah, we're good. All right, cool. So what I've done is I've curated this list. What I want you to do is I want you to spend some time on this. And I'm sorry, before I go on, Joanne, I want to make sure I didn't forget your hand. Let's go. All right, Joanne, we're going to give you 3 seconds to get yourself off of mute, or if not, I'm moving on.
Okay,
Let's roll.
okay. So one of the things was the psychology of breaking limits. This was under prompt 3, which we also really like the prompts. Great results from it. And one of the things it said is high performers don't wait to stop feeling fear, doubt, or boredom. They act with those emotions pregnant. And when you think this sucks, that should be a signal to lean in, not back off. So it was the same thing like Patrick was saying about motivation and action. That's what we were talking about too, that action begets motivation. And same with confidence is what Gary brought up, that when you do things that you're scared of, that's when you build confidence.
Man, I really, really appreciate that, Joanne. Really good summary, really good feedback, really good interpretation. I appreciate that. Ashley, was that a new hand, old hand? No hand. All right, cool. Cool. So here's what I want to do. I want to hook everybody up really quick. Brandy, we missed you. I was trying to talk to you, but I just was talking to a black screen. So grab your phone really quick. Grab something and get this QR code. And give me a thumbs up on the screen or in the chat down below once you got this. I got a physical thumbs up right now from Patrick. All right,
It says
Ashley.
we need access.
Okay, all right. So let me do something really, really quick.
Yeah, I just sent a request.
Hold on, don't send me a bunch of requests. I don't want those. Let me just edit this. What's that?
All the tables have turned. Everyone send him a request. Oh,
all right, hey, I'm posting that. I'm posting that picture in just a second. All right. All right, so let me do this. I'm going to go and I'm going to update this code for everybody. That way you have it. And then I'm going to go here. Boom, bam, we're in. Takes me a second. Hang tight. Boom, bam, we're in. Paste, generate code. All right, got it. All right, now, hopefully this works. If not, then I will just find another way. So now I edited it. I gave everybody access. Let's see if this works. Somebody, can you test this for me now? And I'll also drop the link to the actual document in the chat below so you guys have it, no excuses. Does it work, Ashley?
You're good. It works.
All right, good. Good. All right. And I appreciate Ophelia calling me out. We're going to battle today with her picture. And it's all good. I'm here for this. I am here for this. And now let me just put the actual link down below for the people that are not able to access it because they are on the road. I'm going to keep everybody safe. Boom, bam. You guys got it. It's in the chat below. Can someone hit that link that I just put in the chat? Make sure that it's good. We're good to go. Yes, Michelle. Thank you. Awesome. Listen, you guys, I want to share something with you before we start to wrap session. And how do I know? The way I know this is because I track all of my sleep. So I track all of my sleep. I know how much total sleep I got, efficiency, restfulness, REM sleep, deep sleep, latency, and the timing, right? And so I want to tell you, for everybody that is on this call, I am tired too. I'm tired, okay? But my tiredness is not going to stop me from moving forward in life and business. If that means that sometimes I got to get up at 4 a.m. to be ready, prepped, and prepared for a call that happens at 6 a.m., then so fucking be it. So be it. I got dreams that I'm chasing. I got aspirations. I got things that I'm wanting to create in my life, and nothing is going to stop me. I'll fucking sleep on the weekend. If that means that I run ragged for a few days, I'm okay with that. 6 hours, 5 hours and 38 minutes, 7 hours and 2 minutes. That was last night. And I'm not saying this to say, don't get enough sleep. I'm saying this to say, big dog, I'm tired too. But you will never not see me show up with as much energy as I do on these calls. Why? Because if I don't have it, if I'm tired, guess what I'm doing? I'm manufacturing it. I'm manufacturing. I'm finding a way to muster it within myself to deliver at the highest level for the people that are in my environment. So big dog, I'm tired and it's okay. But that tired is not going to stop me. That tired is not going to have me sit on the sidelines and watch everyone else create the fucking life of their dreams. You think Alex Hormozy was tired? You think John Cheplack was tired? You think my coach is tired? Absolutely. We're tired, but it's okay. Good. I'm going to tell you good. You're feeling stressed out. You're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling like, oh my God, you're feeling like you're scared. Good. You're a human. I'm tired too, big dog, but no one is going to stand in the way of my forward progress. And I'm certainly not going to blame sleep or lack thereof of my ability not to move forward. I'll catch up on sleep. That's not always going to be that way, but sometimes I got to grind. And I'm tired too. So I want to share that thought with you, share that sentiment. We'll go around the room, get a couple key thoughts, key takeaways from our time together today. Let's go, Jacob, hear from you. Let's go, Brianna, Chicken Mom. Jacob, one key thought and one key takeaway from our time together today.
I'm going to go with what you just said, because to be honest, I'm tired a lot too. And one of my biggest hurdles, one of my kryptonites is just getting up early, which I was able to do today since, you saw me walk in the office pretty early. So that hit home, I guess.
Yeah, waking up early has been, if I can quantify a few things that have changed my career, waking up early has had a profound effect on me. Now, it depends on who you ask. You don't have to be a 5 a.m.er, okay? Kenny gets up at 8 o'clock. You don't have to be that way. It's just had an impact for me. That's my vantage point. Brianna, Chicken Mom, what do you got for them? Contribution, thoughts, and one key takeaway. Let's roll.
My contribution, thought, and key takeaway is I feel that in my soul that when you're tired and are not feeling good or whatever it is, like push past it. Don't allow that to, and that's even what the ChatGPT prompt was explaining, was to push past it. When you're tired, keep going. Like that's how people get to the next level, is, just to keep it moving.
I was waiting for it, Chicken Mom. I appreciate you guys. Remember the sentiment when we open up the group today, that opportunity dances with those already on the dance floor. When you are about to take a journey, all you can think about is the destination. Oh my God, that walk's going to be hard. That hike's going to be hard. But then when you're actually on the path, and you're walking, what you are now doing is you're in the moment, you're in the experience, you're a part of the journey. No longer you're just thinking about that destination. But when you first start out, all you can see is the distance. So you guys, get on the dance floor. When you're on the dance floor, all kinds of things start to happen. This business is not going to wait for you. And then when you're ready, no, be in motion. And then when you're in motion, guess what? Doors start to open. You feel more confident. People start reaching out. They're sliding in your DMs. Girl, I see you. Homie, I see you. I'm ready. That is all a result of you being on the dance floor. And now all these activities are happening. So you guys go out there, make this a weekend that counts, own your visibility, have some fun, take massive action. You know the fucking sentiment. Just go out there and do the work. Go out there and do the work, and you have my unwavering support and commitment to your growth. But I cannot want this more for you than you want it for yourself. As always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision. And I love you, and I appreciate you, and have a great day. Peace. Peace.